Like I always say, I always gotta keep it real no matter what. Even though in the last 2 spoiler videos for Dragon Ball Super, in fact, I want to even argue maybe the last chapter or 2 of Dragon Ball Super, I've been a little critical. I've been pretty critical of the series, and to be honest with you, I truly felt everything I said regarding the franchise. I was a bit jaded from it. I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on with this story? The last few chapters just really had me like, I don't know how to feel about Dragon Ball Super right now. It just really was feeling very formulaic. It felt very like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. It felt like it was just the same thing we've seen constantly, and I gotta admit that when we got the full chapter for Dragon Ball Super chapter 62, this turned everything around completely. It raised the stakes once again. It made everything feel like a genuine threat. It threw the series on its backside and said, yo, we're going in. Because it's one thing if you're gonna make it feel like, oh, it's the Goku show, let's embarrass Vegeta, you know, that's par for the course. But if you're going to go like what they did with chapter 62 of Dragon Ball Super and just say, screw it all, we're going to just decimate everybody, anybody that thinks they're about to do something, it's curtains for them, I have to do nothing but Toyotaro, I'm glad you really stepped it up with this chapter and said, no, 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 my friends, I am going to kick major ass, because this chapter of Dragon Ball Super, you could argue the beginning felt like, oh, but once you get it all together and you see where everything led up to and how dangerous this feels, this felt like, this chapter reminded me of a feeling you would get in Dragon Ball Z, where it felt like, oh shit, this is really hopeless. This isn't just a skirmish. This isn't just like something like, who cares? This felt like a true and genuine chapter of greatness, of action, of carnage, of like, yeah, how the hell do we get ourselves out of this mess now after this chapter of Dragon Ball Super? I gotta give praise where it's due. I gotta keep it real no matter what. Let's talk about it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
So the chapter of Dragon Ball Super, of course, kicked off from where the last one was, with Vegeta basically being bamboozled by Moro. Moro was able to take up his powers. He grabbed him by the back of the neck. It was a lot of like, okay, wow, Vegeta is getting embarrassed, whatever, which at the time, again, like I said early in the video with the spoilers, it was like, this is ridiculous. Now seeing everything and how of a destructive force Moro has really become and how out of control this battle has turned into, it made sense to do that, because again, Vegeta, he gets his ass handed to him, no denying it. He gets his own freaking attack, Big Bang hit at him before Moro even talks shit and says, oh, just this energy ball, like that's what you consider like a big bang attack. So it is what it is. Vegeta got his ass handed to him, and then once you start involving like, yo, Dende feeling like he needs to take up a role, and it's not just hey, I'm gonna watch from upstairs anymore, like that's when I start feeling that DBZ feeling. It felt like how you felt at a certain point or certain portions of the Buu saga. It felt like how you felt in certain portions of the Cell saga, where it's like, shit, what the hell do we do? When Dende is stepping down and saying, yo, I gotta do something, that's when I'm like, yes, people, we actually are making some waves. This is not the same shit, because now you know that it's desperate. It's not just that Goku has this one in the bag, he's about to get up and slap him around, because we also know that fusion isn't really an option anymore. Moro actually gets to keep a bunch of the abilities that he had. So he has Piccolo's ability, he has Vegeta's ability, he has a lot of the abilities that he swallowed up from OG 73. He now retains them permanently, which definitely, there's no denying that Moro feels absolutely broken. I'll admit it there, but it still nonetheless showcases like, fam, we really stepped into it this time, which again gives me those Dragon Ball Z vibes, gives me those Buu saga, Super Buu, where we're waiting on a 7 and an 8-year-old to save the day, except who the hell is gonna save the day? Well, we find out at the end of the chapter seemingly, but yeah, we'll get to that, because everybody got their asses handed to them. I was like, holy shit, where you see like, cause it was just non-stop action almost throughout the chapter, even when people are trying to get involved in this shit. Like Piccolo thought he was about to self-detonate, that didn't work out. The androids, he hit them with like some behind the back shots. I was like, Moro, you savage, you absolute savage. Like, yo, everybody got their teeth kicked in. Gohan tried to do some shit, he got dusted off. Goku got absolutely impaled, which, let's be honest here, as shocking as it is, and as like, oh my god, is Goku dead, ain't nobody really like going absolutely nuts of like, no, how could you kill Goku? Because even if he died, there's still several several different sorts of Dragon Balls in the universe, whether it's the Super Dragon Balls, the Namekian Dragon Balls, because now the Namekians have been revived, Earth's Dragon Balls, assuming Dende doesn't die. Like, there's many ways to bring Goku back, but that was still pretty impactful to just showcase that it's not going to be that easy of Goku getting up, getting mad, getting into the moment, going Ultra Instinct and taking him out. And I really appreciated that, because to be 100% honest, that's where everybody, including myself, thought it was going. We thought that now that Vegeta's down, bam, Goku's getting up and it's all over for Moro. And the fact that everybody, the androids, Piccolo, everybody involved got fucked up and decimated and put down, and then Goku gets impaled on top of it all, that made for a hopeless situation that you just like, yo, what the hell do we do? And I ain't gonna lie, for a moment there, I even felt bad for Jocko, because I kind of put myself in his shoes, and like, I get anxiety even talking about it, like, yo, what the hell would you do there, where every single person that you thought really was going to have your back and hold you down during this is down now, and it's like, it's up to you. But I gotta give credit to Jocko that he didn't bitch out, he didn't try to like, maybe I could run away or something. Like, he actually said, yo, Earth is my domain, this is what I'm supposed to do, like, I gotta be here, I'm gonna ride or die with this ship, I'm gonna go down with it. And I gotta give props to Jocko, because he showed a lot of cowardly ways throughout Dragon Ball Super, but in this chapter he actually stepped it up. And even though, like, let's be honest, Piccolo, it wasn't gonna work, like, because Moro set up the barrier to make sure nobody enters, because then they makes a silly move of trying to communicate via telepathy with Piccolo, which, to be fair, he doesn't really know exactly what's going on down there. So it's like, it was a mistake that he didn't really know. It's like a oopsie, like, how the hell was he supposed to know? But when he tells Piccolo, I'm coming down there, I'm gonna heal people and all of that jazz, and Moro's like, oh, word, you think you're about to do that? Yeah, I'm gonna create this gigantic barrier, which to hold a barrier like that and create a giant barrier for God knows how many miles, like, again, Moro, his feats is unreal right now. But Piccolo saying, oh, word, bet, I'm about to just blow shit up. He's about to take a page out of Vegeta's book there. I'm like, really? Like, even if you did that, like, remember what happened when Vegeta did it to Boo, and Vegeta was way stronger probably than you are right now, and Boo was way weaker than Moro is right now. Like, really think that that was gonna do something, Piccolo? I mean, I gotta give you, you got the cojones to do it, fam, but regardless of what, he was stopped because he got hit with his own freaking attack and gets knocked the hell out too. Like, just everybody, it was massive carnage on the battlefield. Then suddenly an opening in the barrier shows itself, and we see what appears to be an angel holding a staff. And at first I'm thinking to myself, and I'm still a little bit like, huh? Because that allowed Dende to go through, and, you know, now he's going to be able to heal everybody, hopefully, which will make sense where, okay, everybody's going to be able to get back up and the battle's going to be able to continue or whatever, unless Dende gets killed or some shit. Like, imagine Moro kills Dende, even though, again, he can be healed. It's Dragon Ball, we know. I will say this, I was kind of questioning, who was that at that particular part, right? I mean, we know at the end of the chapter, obviously, that Merus is here now, but was it potentially, because Merus he showed up in his, at the end of the chapter, in his galactic patrol attire. He wasn't in, you know, the angel attire. I mean, I guess he could have showed up as an angel and then, you know, changed when he got into the barrier, but what if that was actually Whis that somehow was allowed to drop him over there, and we showed up and dropped Merus there, and that's how things went? Because right now, there's a big question mark over all this, because we know the angels are not allowed to get involved. So why and how Merus did this? Well, you got a question like, did Merus just say, screw it all, if they kill me, they kill me? Or, well, did he have a deliberation with them and say, yo, can I just not be an angel anymore and just work for the Galactic Patrol? Like, can I just be a mortal from here on out? That's a possibility, because if not, there's going to be hell to pay for him doing what he did. And, you know, the wrath could go a long ways, because you're not allowed to meddle in affairs as an angel or you die. So I'm wondering, again, if that was Whis that came with him, teleported him there, and then allowed him to get into the sphere or whatnot, it could very well be that they've already had an arrangement like, okay, you're not an angel anymore, or, okay, you want to do this, we're gonna have to kill you afterward. Which, again, I don't see that darker part. We haven't had to be subjected yet to the angels getting murdered for no reason. I mean, I guess during the Tournament of Power, but everybody got revived and shit like that. So I don't think it's going to be that route. I think more than likely he gave up his ability of being an angel. They had a deliberation, and he said, yo, I want to work for the Galactic Patrol, which is still technically in the realm of keeping up the laws of the universes and shit like that. So maybe they made a deal, or again, he just said screw it all, which mighty balls to do that, fam, because they're gonna Hakai you out of existence. Because then at the end of the chapter, Merus shows up and Moro's like, wait, you're not supposed to be doing this, you're an angel, what the hell is going on? And honestly, Merus showing up, that was really dope. Again, a good twist, because we all thought it was, again, going to be Goku. So the fact that everybody got knocked out, Dende had to get down from his, throne, so to speak, and try and do things. Piccolo trying to self-destruct, Goku getting impaled, the androids getting dusted off 17, Vegeta, of course, getting knocked out, Gohan, which Gohan fans, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even a part of the malarkey this time of thinking, maybe Gohan, like I seen some people like, hey, this could be Gohan's time to shine. We gotta hang it up. Just like the Vegeta fans, we gotta hang it up. It's not happening. As much as we would love it, it's not happening. And the chapter leaves off again with Merus there saving the day, but how much he's going to be able to do to this powered up Moro now that he has all of these abilities. He had, OG 73, he has Vegeta, he has Piccolo, he has a lot of things going for him right now. I don't see how Merus is going to be able to do this. I mean, technically, he was really strong, because if he was training Goku to do Ultra Instinct, that means that he has to be on another level. Also, the angels have been showcased to be on another level, so I'm guessing that maybe he'll be able to throw hands, but again, I don't see Merus being the big hero that actually slays Moro. More than likely, it's going to be one of the Z Warriors or the Dragon Warriors after they get healed up by Dende. But nevertheless, this chapter, Dragon Ball Super, really changed the narrative of what the fandom was thinking about the series up to this point in a major way. Now again, next chapter could fall back into the same bullshit, but as it stands right now, we done good. Toyotaro, you done good, because I was looking at the series like, come the fuck on, bro. This does not feel like a threat right now, and it's supposed to. Now it truly does. Like, everybody got slaughtered in this shit. We have to get an angel seemingly potentially breaking the rules of the universe to come in and help out. Like, it was crazy. But I'm curious what you guys thought about this chapter. Do you feel as though this chapter really changed what you were feeling and how you thought about Dragon Ball Super's Moro arc up until this point, especially the last handful or so of chapters? Do you think that it's actually going in a better direction? Did it feel like you were reading a chapter of like Dragon Ball Z, where everything felt like, what the hell are we gonna do? The stakes were so high, like, against Super Buu, Kid Buu, Cell. Like, did it feel, I got that vibe with this one, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing everybody getting fucked up and shit like that, it gave me those feels. And where do you think all this shit is going to go now that Merus is on the battlefield? Again, Merus will not, I could say that confidently, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but Merus will not be the end-all be-all for Moro. It's going to be one of the Z Warriors, again, more than likely Goku, but now I don't feel as bad, because not only did Vegeta get his ass whipped, but Goku got his ass whipped as well. So if Goku gets up and goes into Ultra Instinct after getting healed, even though technically, like, wouldn't that be like a Zenkai boost, and aren't Zenkai boosts dead for them because they've maxed out their Zenkai boosts that they could do Goku and Vegeta? But I guess Ultra Instinct isn't really in the same realm, because it's more of like a feeling. It's not actually like a power-up per se. So again, it's going to be interesting to see your thoughts and expectations on that. What do you think is going to happen with Merus? Do you think he came to an agreement with them? Do you think that was Whis that actually dropped him off, or was it he came in his angel uniform and then switched up before he got to the battlefield into his Galactic Patrol attire? Do you think he's going to have to be eradicated, or again, now he just completely dedicated his life to the Galactic Patrol? Did you gain some brownie points of respect for Jocko in this chapter, considering he was stepping up? How did you feel about Piccolo getting ready to detonate and pull a Vegeta on us? Do you still feel upset about Vegeta getting disrespected? Again, he wasn't the only one. Him and Goku. In fact, now, I want to say maybe aside from like Frieza back in the Frieza saga and shit like that, but I don't remember any villain that gave Goku and Vegeta their asses handed to them 3 times. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 3rd time that they tried and failed against Moro. So you got to give Moro his props, man. Moro has really been showing out. Maybe it felt in certain portions like, oh, could change this and that, but now I'm on Team Moro again. Like, he's doing his shit. Still not the biggest fan of the design, but he's feeling like a mix of Cell and just that Dragon Ball Z vibe that I miss, and I'm liking now where we're headed. And your overall thoughts and expectations for Dragon Ball Super's manga with chapter 63 and beyond. It's gonna be a long wait to see how all this plays out when the next chapter drops, but I'm on board, baby. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and yeah, this gives me DBZ vibes. I like.
Everything good always comes to an end. If you stab me in my back, we can never make amends. Trying to move to acceptance, hard to accept it. Mistakes like mirrors, gotta reflect it. I don't wanna fucking lead, but I gotta leave the maybes to the crazies. Maybe one day there I go admitting something in a subtle way. No more copies, leave without a trace.